I've talked a little bit about this before, but I want to give a little bit more of a history. We talk about voter suppression, and I think one of the previous speakers spoke pretty well that whenever there's an election law change, it seems to favor Democrat constituencies. When we first passed vote by mail years ago, or same-day voter registration, in an urban area, you can walk to any precinct and do same-day voter registration, but in a rural area, you potentially had to drive to the clerk's office to do same-day voter registration. That is a soft way of denying Republicans the same fair voting that Democrats get. We passed 2 hours for high schoolers to get out of school to vote. When they have 40 days to vote by mail, they can vote before school, after school, they can vote early, all kinds of options. My guess, if there was polling that showed that high schoolers were more likely to vote Republican, we wouldn't give them a free pass out of high school to go ahead and vote. When we passed absentee ballot applications because of the pandemic, you picked a Democratic wave year of 2018 to say we're only going to mail it to voters who voted in 2018. When we did automatic voter registration, certain welfare things, unemployment checks, you're automatically registered to vote. But by golly, if you get a FOID card or a CCL and they do a background check on you and they know where you live, you're not automatically registered to vote. I wonder why that is. Why aren't we passing bills that, hey, in rural areas, you don't have to live, you have to be, there has to be enough polling locations so people don't have to drive past a certain amount of time to get to a polling location. Why are we putting polling locations in jails but not in public hospitals? I think we all know the answer to that. There's a clear reason. If people were serious about expanding voter access for everyone, not just for the favored constituencies, you'd see something like my House Bill 4137, the concepts in this bill. But it's not, because you don't want somebody who gets their FOID card or their CCL automatically registered to vote because you don't think they'd vote their way. And if 2018 was a wave Republican year, I'm guessing you would have gone back a little bit farther with your vote by mail application laws. That's why we're wary about bills like this. As one of the previous speakers said, you're changing the law on how we vote, how we fund certain elections right off the heels of a Democrat losing an election. Vote no.